on this Saturday morning. Had some stuff stuck in my throat. Let's see. Hello, Nathan. Hello, Sid. Hello, Ace. Hello, Mark. This is my favorite part of the Minions movie. I'm gonna be honest, I have no frickin' idea. It's been so many years since I've seen that movie. I'm sorry. Hello, Drac. Hello, Cloud Walker. What's new? You're gonna hear in a second. You're gonna hear what's new in a second. Or more like, you're gonna not hear it. You're gonna not hear it. Also, you can just call me Passion. I'm Passion. I don't know. Calling me Passion, it feels like I go by Alex and you're calling me Alexandra, you know? It's just Passion. You don't have to call me Passionate. That's such a mouthful. That's such a frickin' mouthful. Hey, Clay Bloom. Hi, Hearts Foundry. Hi, Skylar. The new fancy, you got the fancy dress? Yeah, just, you know, I worked hard to defeat the ground loop feedback noise, so I figured I deserve to dress up a little bit. I figured I deserve to dress up a little bit for the occasion. Sid, you never have to apologize. You never have to apologize for missing a stream or not chatting. I don't know how many times I have to tell you guys that. I am grabbing you by the shoulders and shaking you back and forth and telling you you never have to apologize for missing a stream or not chatting or chatting less. Say you hit the naked button? Well, that's just a waste of a good outfit. That's just a waste of a good outfit. Also, it's snowy out. Do you want me to get cold? Do you want me to catch... Okay, I know if you look out the window, it doesn't look snowy, but you gotta trust me it's snowy. You gotta trust me that it's snowy out. But yes, for those of you with good enough headphones to hear the ground, all the buzzing in the previous streams when we used the Windows XP computer, it should basically be gone. There's still a little bit of static from other sources, but the higher pitched buzzing noise, specifically from ground loop feedback, should be gone. So you'll be able to hear or not hear that in a sec. I have something called fur, and it's a good protection against a cold. I need more than just my natural fur, but ponies wear other stuff. Ponies wear other stuff, and fur isn't always enough. Sometimes you want some extra layers. Keep my clothes on then? Well, if somebody presses the button, like they've spent 25,000 channel points. I mean, the button's there to be used, I guess. But yeah, for those of you with good headphones, to put them on and listen close, and like see if you can hear the difference when I swap. The horses near you wear coats when it gets cold. Exactly. But here. Do you hear or not hear the difference? Like, there's still a little bit of static, but the higher pitch noises and the louder noises from the ground loop feedback are completely annihilated. Like, for those of you who could just barely hear the buzzing in previous streams, like it sounds different now, right? Right? Because I know some of you said you could hear it if you tried really hard, but like it's gone now, right? The more noticeable noise. So quiet, you can't do any buzzing at all. Exactly. Is it like you guys like remember what it used to sound like, right? You can actively tell that sound is gone, right? You could hear with your cheap headphones, but it's great that I got it fixed. Yeah, it only took multiple pieces of equipment. Why does capturing audio have to be so complicated? Why does audio have to be so complicated? Because you said if you used your good headphones, you could hear it. You could hear it previously, right, Jack? So you can actively notice that the sound from before is gone. Like I don't just want people to say they hear nothing. I want someone to say, yes, I heard something before and I don't hear the thing I heard before now. But listen to that. Quiet. Used to using XP with cheap buzzing speakers and a CRT monitor. It's like part of the experience. Well, there's a difference between you pulling up old videos trying to find it. I mean, the most recent one should have had it, at least when the first one started up. It was more of a high-pitched buzzing noise now, which is very quiet background static. But yes, quiet. I can... And then I'm gonna get a new audio cord and like... and the remaining stack will be reduced by about half. It's just, I'm a stickler for my audio quality, but I'm very happy. I'm very happy. You definitely hear it in the old video. Yeah, you hear the difference. Like some people say you don't hear it until you're looking for it, but once you know what to look for, you can't stop hearing it. And now it's gone. It's way quieter. Yeah, such an improvement. Like once you know, like when you actually listen for it, it's such an improvement. I'm so happy about it. It's been, I'm so glad I actually took the time and I figured it out. I kinda sorta was an engineer, except I just looked up stuff on the internet and then bought stuff to fix it. I think it counts as engineering, kinda, sorta. Hi, Xanthros. That is engineering. Yay! I'm doing good because I am a conqueror! I have won against the ground loop feedback. It took multiple pieces of technology ordered off the internet, but I have done it. Because what I have multiple things breaking the ground loop. So there's this USB ground loop eliminator that's plugged into the end of my KVM switch that's plugged in a Windows XP computer, and that's powered by a special cord to deliver a clean energy. Because what the ground loop does is it takes out the power and only sends the signal. It disrupts the power. And so then I have a different special USB-C power cord that plugs into it that delivers clean energy. Because if I plug a normal USB-C, it might just deliver dirty power again, ruining the whole thing. And I have the same setup at the end of the USB that plugs into my Windows 10 computer from the capture card. And then I have an additional additional thing that specifically removes the noise. Previously, I had something like that, but I found that it wasn't the highest quality and it distorted the sound of my voice. It distorted game noises, it distorted the actual audio. It didn't just remove the unwanted audio. So I did my research this time and I got a higher quality one. And this one is way more plug and play than the last one. I didn't need any additional fancy schmancy cords. Hey, Malibony 115, thank you for the follow. So this one, it's just, I think the previous one I had needed an input and an output cord, and it was this big box. The one I bought for use now, it's just 3.5 millimeter to 3.5 millimeter. So it just plugs straight into my Windows XP computer, and then my normal audio cord plugs right into the other end. And then that just, so it's much simpler. And as far as I can tell from my testing, it works way better. So it removes the ground loop noise without distorting the audio. So no more ground loop noise. Any remaining hissing is from other sources. Very happy about it. Internet engineering. You miss me? I wasn't even gone that long, but I appreciate that. How much a coincidence is that the Chessmaster 9000 icon is a bust of a horse? I mean, it's because the knight in chess is a horse. And it's one of the more recognizable pieces, I feel. So I think it's a pretty big coincidence. But yes, I'm very, I don't know, I'm allowed to celebrate a little bit, okay? This was a lot of work and a lot of waiting for parts and a lot of frustration and a lot of patience. Lily, a VTuber, thank you for the follow as well. I haven't even started playing the game yet. I'm just yapping. But I still have a part coming that'll decrease the static a little bit more, which is that new audio cord. That new shielded audio cord to take out some of the static that's coming from it acting like an antenna. I talked about it last stream, but it's been a long time coming. It's been a long time coming, and I'm really happy with it, and I'm so glad that you guys can tell the difference comparatively. I'm really, really happy. I only wish I'd done this earlier, because every time I fix something that's great, but that means all my past VODs are flawed. And so, for all time, they're just gonna have the issue, So whenever I fix an issue, I always wish I'd done it sooner. But oh well. Oh well. If I had this issue for several years, I'll just have to keep streaming for just as many years or more, so there's more VODs with the issue fixed than not fixed. A dedicated sound card with TOS link out might work well because TOS link is fully digital. I mean, the question is, I have a Windows XP computer. Well, would that play nice with it? Because I'm assuming the sound card would be for the Windows XP computer. So like that just makes everything, that just adds another step of complication, you know? That adds another step of complication. As long as there's drivers, it'll work. Would I have to download those drivers from the internet? Because I can't connect this Windows XP computer to the internet. I probably could if I fucked around with the settings, but I can't do it for, like, you know, security reasons, because Windows XP hasn't had security updates in frickin' forever. Usually they come with a CD if you get a new one. That might possibly be a fix to take out the last tiny bit of static, because if I use digital audio instead of analog, there's no hiss whatsoever, because the last bit of issue is specifically from the analog audio. But first of all, that would mean that all the other products that I already bought to fix the analog audio I've kind of wasted money on. Two, what if it introduces its own bugs, because I'm, you know, especially since I'm using such old hardware. That could be like a thing. And I had a 3, but I forgot it. I had a 3, but it's basically, I mean, I've worked so hard on this, 3. The remaining static is already so quiet. And also, I'm going to reduce it even more once this cord came in, that I don't know if it would be worth. A new card might not have drivers for an old OS like XP. If it's a card, you have to make sure you have a slot for it on your motherboard. See, like, this is all this complicated stuff. It's all this complicated stuff to basically install a new computer part, where I've already fixed, like, 95% of the issue, and, like, I'm getting a cord that's gonna fit, that's gonna solve another 2 to 3%. And so if there's only like 3% of an issue left, is it worth wasting all the money I spent on parts to fix the issue? And also all the time I spent on this setup to like set up a funky computer part. I don't know if it'll work. I just don't think it's quite worth looking into, you know? I just don't feel like it's worth trying to figure all that out just to squeeze out the tiniest bit of static that I doubt you guys can really hear. Hi, Brony Gamer. So I'm fairly happy with what I've come up with. I'm going to add the new audio cord, see what it sounds like, maybe do the tiniest bit more research just to see if there's anything I can do about... You want me to key jangle? Fine, I'll key jangle. Do the tiniest bit more research just to see if there's anything I can do about the remaining sound. Here's your key jangle. But I doubt it, and I think I'm pretty happy with the result. I mean, it's so much better. It's so much better. Like, if you go to some of my old VODs, like, because like the sound you heard from the most recent streams of the Windows XP computer is already with some fixes. If you go back to way older Windows XP streams, when there are no fixes, it's so bad. It's way worse. Like, it's extremely audible. Like, even more so. So I've made some really good progress on this, and I'm pretty happy with this. Key jangle still sounds good. Yay! You got a mace on Minecraft and named it Ass Destroyer. Sounds about right. Alright, I've been yapping long enough. Let's get into the game. A game without oh, what? Oh, did I insert disc 2 instead of disc 1? Am I stupid? I think I might have put in disc 2 instead of disc 1. Hang on, chat, I'm stupid. I need to astral project and change the disc. I did put in disc 2. Can you believe this? Can you believe this dumb horse put in disc 2 instead of disc 1? Can you believe this? Can you believe this frickin' horse wasn't paying attention and put in disc 2 instead of disc 1? My goodness. Okay, that ought to do it. That ought to do it. Alright, here we go. Take 2. Well, disc 1, but take 2. It's 2, sneaky disc. Sneaky, sneaky. A purely hardware-based solution is preferable for such an old machine anyway. I mean, I guess a sound card would technically be hardware, I guess. But I guess the drivers would be software, so I guess it wouldn't be purely hardware-based. So, yeah, you were right. You were right. There we go! So, you guys need to let me know if the audio sounds distorted at all. Because like I said before, the previous time I used a ground loop hum remover on my audio line, it made the game sound lower quality. From my V-Shirt, this is supposed to be a fairly good quality one that shouldn't affect it. And because I'm listening to the game through OBS, through monitoring, I should be hearing the same audio as you guys, so I should also notice if there were issues. But having you guys along would be just helpful, just if you can hear any difference between previous streams and this stream where the audio sounds worse at all. Because you know I'm a stickler for these things. So far it sounds normal. Good, good, good. Better than normal. Because there's no hum. Because previously, before, the way I listened to the audio is I had a splitter.
Of Bilbo Baggins,
Hang on,
a hobbit with no...
There we go. Because previously, I listened to audio through a splitter. Like, I had the splitter plugged into the audio port. One end went to my headphones and the other end went to the capture card. But then I realized I could just use audio monitoring to listen to the game sound directly through my OBS, which also fixed the issue. If you remember a long time ago, because I was only listening to the Windows XP audio, I couldn't hear stream alerts through OBS. So now, since I'm hearing the sound through my Windows 10 computer through OBS, like that's the main reason I did it, so I could hear like my alerts. But now because I'm listening to through OBS, I'm hearing the exact same things you guys are hearing, instead of like, because I'm hearing it after it goes through the filter instead of before it goes through the filter, if that makes sense. So now I should be able to notice the distortions instead of only noticing when I looked at a VOD several weeks later. Anyway, game, I've been yapping a lot. You notice how beautiful the menu looks? It's alright. Hey, it's been a learning process. Hi, Dre, I was about to get started. Hey, I have to lean down to get my water bottle. Because you guys remember how I said last time that one downside of this setup that I set up to fix the ground loop feedback is that the the capture card needs a USB 3.0 port, and the USB 3.0 port is on the bottom of the front of my PC case. And the ground loop feedback remover I have on there needs to be powered, and the slot to power it is on the bottom of it. So I have to tilt up my PC at an angle to actually. I wonder if I could prop it up permanently on something. Because right now my fix is that whenever I use it, I prop up the PC on like an angled thing. But I wonder if I could just permanently prop my PC up an inch or so. And then, just so it's like stable. Because I was going to say, like right now, I can't have my water bottle. I usually use the top of the PC as like a table to hold my tissues and my water bottle, and I can't at an angle. But you know, if I like permanently like propped it up on something, like an inch or two, that would fix the issue and I could have stuff on it again. We'd probably have to prop the fan up higher though, because I have the fan that's keeping it cool. So I'd have to prop everything up higher. Probably doable though, but anyway, yeah, I had to reach down to the ground to get the water bottle. You're right, all that yapping does need water. Flip this whole situation, hang everything off the ceiling. I think that would make things worse. I need much longer cords. And I'd risk. Also, there is no room on my ceiling. There is no room on my ceiling. My ceiling is completely covered in various things. I've hung up a light like my decorative Christmas lights and my flags. There is no room on that ceiling. Absolutely no room. Now I gotta blow my nose, and the tissues are also on the darn floor. So yeah. So uncover it? No, you know how freaking long it took me to hang up those Christmas lights? Several hours! Because I use those like U-shaped nail. I have a popcorn ceiling, so nothing really is gonna stick there. So I use those like U-shaped nails to like hold them into the ceiling. So I spent ages straining to look up and like use a hammer, and it took me freaking forever to put them up. And like some plaster fell down, and then I had to like vacuum in like dust to get rid of it. So that ain't coming off the ceiling. Absolutely not. That took me so much effort to put up, and by the way, it actually lights up my room so much better. Like, my room just feels so much nicer with that extra light. Like, you think, oh, they're Christmas lights. They don't provide that much light. But no, they actually provide a significant amount of light. Like, I can turn off all other lights in my room in the middle of the night, and my room will still be very significantly lit up. It's amazing. Because my room doesn't have a ceiling light, so it's like I got a ceiling light for the first time. Hello, Lava. Are there U-shaped... That's funny. It reminds you of your friend who streams when you got hydrated through his water bottle across the room and it bounced off the wall and smashed him in the head. Why would he do that? That's not a hydrate. Ugh. Anyway, I'm overheating a little bit. I wonder if I should take my sweater off. My invisible sweater, obviously. Yeah, I think I'm gonna. I'm gonna take my invisible sweater off for now. I can always put it back on later. Don't know why I'm overheating just from yapping. But yeah, that's something for me to look into. Anyone have any ideas on what I could use to prop my PC on top of to raise it an inch or two? Because I don't know if I want to prop it on top of more books. Because it's one thing to prop my monitors and my fan on top of books, but I feel like propping my whole computer on top of books is way heavier and risks damaging them. I'd probably want something that's like more of a solid object, if you know what I mean. It was a wall hydrate. What does that even mean? Alright, I'm supposed to be doing stuff. Find the dwarves, opening crystals. So I have to make the dude drowsy. But, like, there was a secret in this other area. I couldn't figure out how to get into. I wonder, because you can't take these opening things out, but... like, all the way over here, there was, like, this secret thing. And you need, like, an opening stone to get in there, but I never found another opening stone. Ever playing this game on your GameCube? Yeah, I released on several different platforms. You saw the trailer of the Warner Bros. Cat in the Hat? I don't know what you're referring to, but if you've only seen a trailer of a movie, how are you, like, judging it before you've even seen it? Like, you haven't even seen it and you're judging it. What about a homemade thing with wood and styrofoam? Styrofoam feels too flimsy to hold a computer up. Like, why would it need to be made of two things? I just want one solid thing to, like, slide under my computer. I mean, maybe I could just get a long lump of wood. Maybe I could just ask, hey, Dad, do you have any spare wood? And just slide a long lump of wood underneath. Alright, let's figure this out. I have to wonder if I could smash those barrels. I just wonder if they'd notice if I smash the barrels. Would it probably... and my PC on the floor? And my PC is on the floor. My PC is on the floor. When it comes to storytelling and you're familiar with certain elements, you have to make sure an adaptation made changes that aren't illogical. I mean, I still feel like you should see the movie before you make a judgment on it, you know? I still feel with any movie, like you should still see the full movie instead of just a trailer before passing a judgment on it. Make a square with wood and put a beam down the middle and the styrofoam to make it soft so it doesn't damage it. I don't think the wood would damage the PC. It doesn't matter if the wood gets damaged. It's specifically there to just be sat on. You have a small rolling thing you found on Amazon because your PC would be half on carpet, half on fireplace, mantle, otherwise. Oh, you have next to the fireplace you never use. I wouldn't really want something rolling. Because the PC is never meant to move, I certainly wouldn't want something that rolls. Also, my floor is like carpet. I just feel like that would just make it a bigger mess. I just feel like having something with wheels on carpet. I don't know. By the way, this lady is bugged the fuck out.
Was that the wind?
Yes. So I don't know how to get into that secret area.
Must be nothing. Was that the wind?
So is this where you make the guy sleepy, or...?
Luna seems distant lately. She had a difficult fight in the Lone Lands. Trolls. Trolls? 3.
Oh, that's not the throughway. Oops.
How did she best them? She did not best them. She merely survived them.
You say buggy NPCs are sort of the norm for 2003 games. I feel like buggy NPCs are still fairly normal now.
It must be the wind.
Definitely the wind. Don't worry about it. 4-bit sized pieces of wood would probably work well, though. Okay. Alright, it's safe down here. You don't tell on me. Quick save. Okay, that's the dude I have to poison.
Place the herbs in Galleon's mug. When Galleon is asleep, go back for your friends.
Buggy NPCs. I thought we just called them everyone else in the store but me. Especially people standing in line directly behind you at the store, almost on top of you.
There's Galleon's cup.
Not poison, tranquilize. I mean, I don't think I know if I'd call it.
When the herbs take effect, this room will be wide open.
There you go. Is it gonna go? Wow, I got a good look at how many polygons he had.
Oh my, that was quick.
Bibble has many more polygons. Just wanted to see if anything was breakable. Because, like, there's still that one secret area. There's still, like, that one secret area that needs an orb I don't know where to find.
This will open the gate and send the barrels into the water.
And it looks like it has an additional, like...
Barrels are ready to go.
It looks like it has an additional, you know, it needs one of those additional orbs. Like, where would I find another orb? Oh, she's gone. Quick save. Okay, it's telling me to go this way, but I kind of just want to see what's this way. Just to, because I'm sure I already know what's, I just want to be a contrarian. So this takes me back outside. Just looking around. Just have no idea how to open up that secret area. Ever watched a movie that makes you think to yourself, I regret watching, wish you could wipe that memory clean of that horrible travesty? I can't recall offhand hating a movie that much, no. I don't think my reactions to movies are ever really that strong. I enjoy most things. Oi! Loud noise in my ears. What level am I in? Hang on, I'm just gonna do a quick Google to see if I can find out where that comes from. Hang on. The Hobbit game 2003. Secret area. How do you open the How do you reopen the door to the corridor? Okay, that's not it. That's not the one. When in doubt, Google it. Frequently asked questions. Chapter 7. Oh, okay, it comes afterwards. Now you have a cave area to get through after dropping into that hole in the floor. Okay, so it actually comes later on. So I continue the story, and I eventually find it. So I just I just have to keep playing the game. Then this isn't the end of the level. Once I talk to the dwarves, that's not the immediate end of the level. Okay, okay, you just gotta keep going. You stand by that for SquarePants is better than the first SpongeBob movie because it's the you adjust a kid plot of the first, but way better and features the Flying Dutchman. I mean, why do you think it's better? Like, I think the first movie did it very well. And like, if a movie does the exact same plot over again, is that really better? Like, I don't know. You're making a new OC? I mean, hey, it's your time. You can make whatever you want. Okay, now we have to talk to Thorin. So get up the ladder.
Seems like there's something strange here.
I'm so glad they're completely blind.
Is someone there?
No.
Out there.
Can you go away, bro? I really need to get past you. Just for SquarePants is better because SpongeBob's not flanderized to hell to be childish rather than childlike. I wouldn't call his thing in the first movie to be flanderized. I think he really is just like that.
Into the trees. You should have seen Gandalf's face.
I don't know if I disagree with you that he was, quote, Flanderized in the first movie. It never occurred to me that was, like, any different from his normal character. It seemed pretty normal to me. Like, I have never heard anyone say that criticism about the movie before. Everybody seems to, like, love that movie, and it's like the be-all, end-all of SpongeBob. Hello, Fluffyvin.
Mr. Baggins, you never cease to amaze. Now you must find Thorin.
Oh, okay, we need to find him. Got it.
He is in the deep cellar. There is only one way into the deep cellar.
I don't know the difference between childish and childlike.
It's dangerous, but it's the only way.
First of all, I didn't say that, but second of all, they sound pretty darn similar.
This is the only way in.
Like,
Don't worry. It shouldn't take too long.
you could use them as synonyms in specific contexts. And I think SpongeBob is both childish and childlike. Like, that's his character. And I never really saw any difference in his behavior between the movie and the TV show. At least the early TV show. Mind if you explain the difference? Connotation, childish is negative, childlike is positive. I guess you can, but my man, you're not going to convince me. Like, I feel like that whether it's his behavior is negative or positive is kind of up to your personal interpretation. Like SpongeBob's behavior so if someone's behavior is only childish or childlike based on the perception of the person, like if you're watching someone and you don't like their behavior, you call them childish. Whereas if you're fine with their behavior, they're childlike. Whereas a different person might think their behavior is fine. You know? So it seemed that seems pretty like... Oh, I just used the word. What was the word? Fuck, what was the word? Like perceptive or perception. It's like I had the word a second ago. Objective? Subjective, that's it, subjective. Yeah, it just seems very subjective. And like maybe you're projecting your own negativity onto him. You know? Like as someone who's always been kind of childish, who grew up with like ADHD and autism and has always clung to her childhood, like I never saw anything wrong with SpongeBob's behavior. Like I don't think there's anything wrong with being a bubble blowing baby. I think that stuff is okay. I didn't see any difference between his movie behavior and his TV show behavior. I didn't see him as Flanderized in the movie, and I didn't notice any particular difference. You're projecting your hate on the movie for everything wrong with the series after season 3. But the movie is, like, separate. Like, the movie was worked on, as far as I know, by the same team as the first 3 seasons. Like, it was worked on by, like, the original guy. It was meant to basically be kind of the wrap-up of the series. The movie is widely considered by people to be kind of the end of, like, the original SpongeBob. I just don't agree with you, man. I would in no way lump the movie in with SpongeBob's change in behavior, with like how SpongeBob changed after season 3. I definitely lump the movie in with everything beforehand. I just don't agree with you. Yeah, Drax. So I think after season 3, the original creator of the show left the team, and the series has, like, you know, changed significantly over time. So if you pay attention, there is, like, a difference between the original seasons and newer seasons, especially further in the future you go. Like, there's old SpongeBob, and then there's new SpongeBob. But I would definitely count the movie in with old SpongeBob, not new SpongeBob. So I definitely disagree that he was flanderized in the original movie. I really didn't see a difference. And didn't notice anything particularly different about his behavior. He just seemed like SpongeBob to me. Anyway, game, I've been yapping long enough. Even with the intention to be wrapped up, the flanderization in the movie and its popularity caused a decline in its writing. I don't agree with that at all. I 110% don't think that the movie specifically caused a change in writing. I'm sorry, but I 100% think you're wrong. I do not think the movie was at all responsible for any changes in how SpongeBob was written after that. I think it was just because the original show creator left the team. Like that, and other factors. Like he was no longer there to steal the ship. Inadvertently, even inadvertently, I don't agree. Even inadvertently, I don't agree. I don't agree he was flanderized in the movie, and I don't believe the movie was responsible for any changes people might perceive as negative in the show after that. I'm gonna have to disagree with you on this one. I definitely do not agree. I will always lump the movie in with old SpongeBob and not new SpongeBob. I would probably consider it to be the last bit of old SpongeBob. Master stick attacks do more damage. You can now chain 3 stick attacks. In addition, you can unleash a devastating spin attack. Then you press and hold L Alt. Upon unleash, you'll spin a P circle. Okay, so... Okay, I can just click and hold and... Okay. If the movie wasn't popular and the series didn't continue, maybe people would have sung a different tune. I'm still not sure what you mean by that. So now you're blaming... So you're saying because the movie was popular, the series continued, and because the series continued after the showrunner left, the series changed. So you're basically blaming the fact... You're saying that because it's bad that the show continued at all, because the show changed, and the show continued because the movie was popular, therefore it's the movie's fault that the show changed. I feel like that's a bit unfair to the movie. That's a bit unfair to the movie. Like, this movie was so good that the show continued when it should have ended, and it got worse afterwards, so therefore it's the movie's fault. Like, that just doesn't feel fair to me.
I don't like sending you down there.
I must rescue Thorin, and this is the only way in. Don't worry.
Alright.
It shouldn't take
Down
too
the
long.
hole, I guess. What's even in there? Like, I need to be able to see. Hang on. Can I see what's in there? Don't know if I like that. So it looks like I'm just... Yeah, oh, it's a slide. Yep. That's deep. Is this how all the elves get down here? I can't see. Hang on. Oh shit, there's frogs. I can't fucking see. Fuck. These guys are really annoying. Oh, come on. Did he, like, avoid my big jump? He's just running away from me, the bitch. And see how a show continuing is a bad thing, especially as long as the writing remains good. I think that's their point, Sid. I think that's their point, Sid. That they think the show didn't remain good after season 3, and that's the problem. Elves get around through a series of shoots and lands. How do Bill's feet not get burned from sliding like that? I mean, Bilbo walks around barefoot all the time, so he probably has, like, nice hard feet, so he's probably fine. I mean, if you're just gonna talk to Sid, and you're talking to Sid in my chat, I'm gonna be commenting on what you're saying. So if you're having a conversation with someone in my chat, you're still in my chat, so I'm still gonna be making comments on what you're talking about. So if you want to have a purely private, so like it's, you know? Exactly. It's like a Hobbit thing. Hobbit's on, oh, not that button. Where'd that guy go? Okay, hang on, hang on. So focus on the game if you don't want to be distracted. Blah, you are talking to me in my chat. That's the whole reason I'm here, is to talk to y'all in my chat. Like, I'm allowed to get distracted and talk about whatever I want. Like, if you're talking in my chat, I'm going to reply to you. Like, you can't say, oh, don't focus on chat if you don't want to be distracted. That's not how it works. I'm here to talk to you, and if I disagree with you and want to argue with you, I will. You can't just say, I'm going to keep talking, but don't pay attention to me. You are in my chat talking, so I'm going to talk to you. Like, if you don't want me to be distracted, then... Can I hit this guy from here? Got him. He's coming at me. These folks actually do pretty decent damage to him. Oh, maybe I just hit him with a firewalk earlier and forgot. Got him. Success. And also, it's not just that hobbits walk around in bare feet all the time, it's that that's their biology. Like, their feet, they never wear shoes because their feet are tougher. Like, just by default, their feet are tougher, and that's why they don't wear shoes. So, like, it's not just they walk barefoot and they get tougher. It's that they just have tough feet by default. Mushrooms are kind of nice, they're cute. Feet bonuses. Plus 2 to feet on dice rolls. I still disagree that there is a connection between the movie and the change in behavior in season 3 onwards. That's basically the root of what I have to say. I disagree that there's a connection there. Where does this even go? Oh! Darn it! It looked like I could jump to that! That looks like something you're supposed to jump. Like, that looks exactly like the wall vines you can climb. What do you mean? That looks exactly like the wall vines you're supposed to climb. Like, hang on, if I look up here, look. See, there's nothing there, but that looks just like the vines over here that you're supposed to, well, almost like it. It looked very similar. So I thought I was supposed to climb that. Excuse me. I think I made a very reasonable assumption. See, look, that looks like the thing, these look like thingamajigs you can climb. Failed my feet check. I'll always love the classic movie. Like you say you don't like the writing of new SpongeBob, and yet all your favorite SpongeBob movies are the new ones. So like, which is it? Did you hate the writing of modern SpongeBob, or do you like it? Hi, Catman. But yeah, there doesn't seem to be anything up there, so I don't know why that vine is there. Hi, Emil. So much yapping in this stream. Need to get better at yapping while playing. Because sometimes I stop playing just to focus on yapping more. It's complicated, a lot of things in life are. Oh, that guy's trying to come at me. There you go. Half the trick is just to whack them before they can whack you. Oh, I went up a level. Full heal. Let's do a full save. There you go. How come the deep cell is for Thorin? I mean, he's the leader, so I suppose he'd be the most valuable to them, so they want to keep him locked up. But also that they want the dwarves to, like, you know, tell them why they're there. So I'd assume that like keeping Thorin somewhere else would be pressure on both Thorin as the leader and, like, the other dwarves of the company to, you know, crack and give up their secrets. Again, the difference between someone being childish and childlike is purely based on whether the person categorizing it. Like, it's basically on like, their personal opinion. Of like, what is and isn't acceptable behavior. So the distinction doesn't quite hold that much sway on me. Like, as someone who spent a lot of her life as being considered, quote, childish, and, like, lesser to some people. Like, I spent a lot of my life being more childlike than people thought was acceptable. Therefore, I was categorized as childish in their minds. So as someone who was judged by that negative connotation for much of her life, I'm kind of loath to, like, label other people that way, you know? I find, like, having your inner child and, like, I'm much more or less, I'm far less likely to denote some specific but childlike behaviors to be, like, negative, you know? There's a lot of motherfuckers in here. I don't like them. Can't even hit him from here. Childlike involves innocence, trust, and ingenuousness, but childish is petty, impulsive, and lacking self-control. I don't know. I don't think that that's an inherent definition. I don't think that's in the inherent definition of a word. That's just the way of using it in this circumstance. Hang on. I'm going to Google the exact definitions. Hang on. I mean, let me see what the... Hang on. Now I gotta know. Hang on. So, this, according to the American Heritage Dictionary of the English Language, childlike is like or befitting a child, resembling a child or that which belongs to children, becoming a child. And childish means of, relating to, or suitable for a child or childhood. I guess, of pertaining to, befitting, or resembling a child, marked by, let's see. It does mention the negative, indicating a lack of maturity. So yeah, childish, they're basically very similar words, except childish has negative connotations. It doesn't doesn't specifically, like... I don't think it's specifically what you said. It's not that specific. It's just childish might have a more negative connotation. I feel like you should say he's, you know, like you should say SpongeBob is petty, impulsive, and lacking self-control, instead of saying childish, because like that's more specific about what you mean. Because childish doesn't inherently have that automatic definition. It is the fog guy again, but it shouldn't be that much of an issue. The example would be, explains everybody trying to truck if Charlie is childlike, but the other ticket winners are childish. I get that's what you mean, but I don't think that's the inherent definition of the word, that's just how you're using them, which is kind of befuddling your meaning. Like, I don't think SpongeBob is petty in the movie, you know? Like, I think you're using the words to mean, oh, yes, he's fighting him. Hang on, he's fighting him. Are they going to kill each other? Hang on, I want to watch this. Like, you're using the word as a definition it doesn't automatically have, which is muddling your meaning a little bit. But basically, yes, there is a difference in SpongeBob's behavior after season 3, but no, I disagree that the movie is to blame for it. That's basically what I have to say. Now we're just gonna watch him fight. Does he have, like, acid breath? Fuck is going on there? They're like, he killed one of them. Holy shit. Hang on, I'm just gonna watch him fight for a bit. Get him! Get him! He's petty about not getting the manager's job? I don't think he's petty about it. He's just upset. Like, I don't remember SpongeBob being petty. He's just upset. He really wanted something, he didn't get it. I don't think upset automatically equals petty. Like, I don't recall anything that was, like, pettiness. Just trying to make sure they don't see me. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm just gonna let them fight each other. This is fun to watch. Did not expect to have arguments about SpongeBob this stream. It's more akin to depression, really? Maybe. Fight! 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 I love watching them. I love that the monsters are able to fight each other. That there's like... That they have friendly fire on and that they react if, like, they're the guys hit them. That's not something I'd expect, you know? Oh, he's backing up towards me. Don't like that. He might detect me if he keeps that up. Just gonna stay down here. Really don't want him noticing me. Yeah, he was crying when he went to Goofy Goobers. That's sad. That's not being petty. If you're being petty towards someone, you're like actively impeding them, and you're like being petty is like harming someone because you didn't get what you wanted. SpongeBob doesn't harm anyone. He's just sad. Being sad doesn't make you petty. That's not what the word means. Like, petty is like actively impeding someone. And it's like jealous, out of jealousy. Being sad because, like, I say it's completely different. Problem is, I think it's missing out on the points because he's killing him. Because, like, I think the points I could have gotten are despawning. So I'm missing out on a few points. You know, because I think if you don't collect them, they actually kind of despawn. I don't think they can come up here. Because I don't want to miss out on any more of these. I know they're like only like, what, like 1 point each, because these are like the green ones, but... Good to know there's infinitely respawning mushrooms up here. He berated Mr. Krabs without knowing King Neptune is at the Krusty Krab, investigating if Krabs is guilty of stealing the crown. I wouldn't call this an ecosystem, just basic NPC interactions, albeit interesting ones. Sorry, what does King Neptune being there have to do with anything? I'm not But like, you gotta be more specific about what scene you're referring to. Like, I'm not gonna agree with you, my man. I've made my point fairly clear. I'm not gonna agree with you. Okay, I don't want to go that far, because there still seems to be more to explore over here, and I'm not sure if I can get back from that point. So we're gonna go explore the other area. Was not expecting to yap about SpongeBob today. I can go there after exploring all these other areas. I must have full antidote potions. That's good to know. Like, there's a rope up there, but I don't know why you can climb all the way up there. There's all of these. Some more health mushrooms there. There's another frog, so let's see if we can get some damage off on him before we fight him. Hey, stop moving, bitch! He keeps moving. It's very rude. Whoa, okay, that's a little freaky to see him, like, freeze like that. Do not like. Okay, there we go. After SpongeBob got drunk on a fuga, he released his slate and remembered how Mr. Krabs rejected Sponge during a job, despite the show highlighting how his skills are good service skills. So, are you talking about how is that an issue? Like, I don't see you describing the specific thing you said. So, like, SpongeBob was, like, talking to himself? So SpongeBob was, like, talking to himself, complaining about how he didn't get the job despite being qualified for it? And specifically after getting an equivalent to, like, drunkenness, like an altered mental state? I'm not sure I would still count that as petty. Because he's not attempting to actively sabotage Mr. Krabs in any way. He's just upset. Like, if you're upset, I think you can complain to yourself. I'm still not sure I'd count that as petty. Like, if he tried to sabotage Squidward after Squidward got the job, that would be petty. Like, that would clearly be petty, but I don't think he did anything remotely like that. Okay, I can't get up there. Can I get onto any of these ropes? Might as well add in SpongeBob music to this stream? Absolutely not. Do you want me to get copyright claimed? No, thank you. Is there a way I'm supposed to get onto these ropes? Okay, it looks like I meant to kind of start over here. And, like, jump from spot to spot. So I think I was supposed to start, like, over here. I'm going to save again. Remember the Hobbit? You remember the speedruns. People keep telling me about speedruns. If you have a comment limitation of streams was limited to 200 letters, you have the freedom to be more specific. Well, I'm sorry you can't. All you know is SpongeBob Big Guy Pants. Okay, climb up this, and then I gotta figure out where... Okay, I think I can go here. Here we go. Here's somewhere I haven't been yet. I'm gonna get to the top and just have a look-see around. I wanna see what I'm dealing with. Okay. There you go. I can get onto this. There's other ropes over there, though. Let me go just see what's this way first. that's the orb I'm missing. There we go. That's the orb for, like, the secret area I'm missing. Hi, Plasma. So it looks like there's something... So I've gotten here, but it doesn't seem to be the way to those other ropes. But I didn't take any damage there. Oh, I heard a growl. Is there another monster I missed? I'm trying to figure out how you get over here. Well, there is another cave there. This is a pretty large area. This is a fairly large area. I keep missing the bastards. Man, I suck at this game. There we go. Sorry, wrong button. There we go. Gotcha! It didn't do as much damage as I was expecting, because it's, you know, it's a big ground pound. I thought I'd do a ton of damage. Oh, I should use the sword spinning more often. That's pretty good. You don't like the first movie, despite some people saying otherwise? That should have been enough. I mean, we were having a discussion. You gave your opinion on the movie, and you said why, and then I disagreed with your reasoning, and we've been going back and forth. Like, you're the one who decided to espouse on your reasoning. Like, you're allowed to have your own opinions, just as, you know, I'm allowed to disagree with you. Like, you can have your opinions, and I can disagree with you. Like, if you say something in my chat, you have to expect I'll respond to it. If you don't want the chance that I could respond to something you say in chat, or disagree, or attempt to refute it, like don't say it in chat, you know? Like, if you say something in my chat, the chat exists for me to see stuff and respond to it. So if you wanted to just say you don't like the movie, you could have just said, I don't like the movie, and leave it at that. Or, like stop explaining why you don't like it at some point. Something in my chat, oh, haha, there's like 3 frogs there. I can't even see. There we go. You know? Like, if you don't want to have a debate with me on something, it's your job to, like, you know, stop bringing it up. Because I am going to respond to anything you say. That's just kind of how chats work. You know, debating someone about a subject I disagree with gives me something to talk about. Like, I'm here to talk with you. Maybe you're just too passionate about how storytelling works? I guess, but we just have different opinions on it. But yeah, I mean, just keep that in mind for the future. Like, if you say something in chat, it's my chat, and I have every right or reason to refute you about it. To disagree with you. So you just have to keep in mind that's a thing that could happen, and, you know, not say an opinion if you don't want me to potentially disagree with it, or like stop debating me if you don't want to anymore. That's just something to keep in mind. Okay, I can't seem to get up from here. If you want, you would recommend the SpongeBob movies you mentioned before. I mean, I'm sure I wouldn't dislike those movies if I saw them. It's just, I'm a busy horse who barely watches TV or movies as is, so I don't think I'd ever really end up looking them up for the sake of watching them. I is the streamer and you is the viewers. Yes, yes. Like, chat is literally called chat. It exists so you can chat with me. So don't chat and chat if you don't intend to chat. Does that make sense? I hope it does. How do I get to those other areas? I'm also just a very argumentative person. I will, like, if you say something I disagree with, and I feel comfortable in this situation, I will debate you on it. I'm naturally a very argumentative person. Oh, I see what I'm supposed to be doing. Hang on. Oh, hang on. I want to go. Wait. No, that's not it. That's not it. I was more receptive on Discord. You love to have long conversations with me. Yeah, I don't really do voice VCs. I'm much more comfortable somewhere like this, where like I don't have to hear people's voices. I also don't really have the time off stream, even in text, to have like long discussions about like discussions about SpongeBob are more for streams. Like outside of streams in my DMs, I don't really have like that kind of time. Here, I'm a streamer. I just need something to talk about. So if you give me a subject to talk about, even if it's like a debate we're disagreeing, I'm going to talk about it. It's two different situations of comfort and like available time. I'm just a very private person in many ways. And also with not a lot of free time. Was there a hydrate redeem? When? Huh? When? When was there one? Oh, there was. Darn it. Is this sound not working again? Hang on. Advanced audio properties. Let me turn them off and on again. And now I gotta test them. It's because I upgraded my thingamajig. It's because I upgraded my thingamajig. It did, and then downgraded. Everything is messed up. Edit alerts, and then I have to turn this off. Pixels. Hello, Bora Joa? Did I get it somewhat right? Test alert. Oh wait, hang on. Well, I heard it. That's not the right button though. Hang on. Okay, yep, fixed. I should be able to hear the next one. Language is when effective people are to be 11, you don't feel comfortable with the limitation. Yeah, I just don't like joining voice chats with people who aren't fairly close friends. I just get uncomfortable. Like if I'm communicating at least with at least the other person through text, I'm much more comfortable because there's a certain amount of like separation there. It's like I like having that like separation. I don't know if separation is the right word, but like that distance. And without that distance, I can be uncomfortable. Because like being in a VC with someone is much more personal. How am I doing today? Not bad at all. Social anxiety is your Achilles heel. Yeah. I just feel like things in a VC, things can get a lot more awkward or uncomfortable. Whereas in text, you have more time to like create a response. There's just more distance that gives you more freedom and like easier to get out of situations. It's just easier. If you want to elaborate this conversation, we could discuss things in a DM. Again, like me discussing SpongeBob with you is kind of just for this stream. Like you're talking about it in my chat, so I'm replying to you. Partially just so I have something to talk about on stream. Like we're just having a conversation in the chat. And a discussion about SpongeBob is not something I'd expect. It's not something I'd really expect or want to talk about in DMs. Because it's not something I'm particularly passionate about. am just kind of arguing about you with it for the sake of arguing with it, because that's just kind of how streams are. And I don't really have the free time to argue about something like that outside of streams. Like, in stream, it serves a purpose. Outside of streams, not really. What was that? Right, hydrate, redeem. That's why I paused playing for hydrate. With all this yapping, probably a good idea. Ugh. I just vacuumed my room, but it's never enough. It's never enough. It gets dirty again. Let me swap back computers. Because I had swapped computers to check that. The sound is still solid? Good, good, good. You feel the opposite due to character limitations? I mean, again, that's because our conversation is serving completely different purposes for both of us. Like, for me, the conversation is serving the purpose of, you know, something to talk about on stream. For you, your purpose is you're actively trying to convince me of something. So, like, once I'm no longer on stream, the conversation no longer really has purpose anymore. And I don't really have a reason to continue it. So we're talking about this for very different reasons. Okay, so this is how you get up here. I feel like I forgot something over here. Okay, there's that. And was I supposed to go somewhere? I feel like I'm losing my mind, chat. This horse is an extremely discombobulated horse, I'll have you know. Your brain has decided to do white noise. Don't know why you think you're forgetting a part of your life. Human memory is very porous. But good to know the sound is still good. Very happy with the improvements. Mushroom! Yes, healing mushrooms. Very, very important. Okay. Quick save. And now we can get all the objects up here. I think, anyway. Yeah, the game. Well, there's two ways I can go. I think we're going to want to go both before we're done here. There we go. Now we want to jump back to where we were. There we go. That's going pretty well. We're finding you on phone right now. Good! Yeah, I did some improvements, as you can see in the title. I don't react very fast to these, do I? I'm glad the timer goes slow. There we go. That wasn't bad. I have to make that jump quick, because that one runs out. Woo, that one was a toughie. And yeah, look at all that stuff. I did so good collecting stuff. Okay, now I gotta go back the way I came. Whoop. That hurt. Worth it, though. I did get a bunch of stuff. I do have to go the long way to get back, though, unfortunately. Wow, but I gotta look at all that money. Okay, you can't tell, but I am... that was a lot of money, because the coins are still filling. That was a lot of money. Oh, my goodness. Hey, 2019 coins. Before the world lost its shit. Yeah, I get it. It's just a conflict here because we're just having this conversation for different reasons. Like, I understand, like, what you're saying. It's just, you know, that the conversation doesn't serve the same purpose for me as it does for you. Will be a pretty damn rich Hobbit at the end of this adventure. I mean, he does get a bunch of treasure at the end of the adventure. That is canon. That is canon. Hang on, I thought I saw something up here earlier. I did. I missed some stuff up top here. Completely missed it. Didn't even notice it. Grab these mushrooms because I lost some health when I fell. A little bit like a doofus, might be slightly a doofus horse. Ooh, Strawberry System 22, thank you for raiding in. How you doing? What were you up to on stream? Ooh, and thank you for the follow as well. Alright. Let's do a new save. Kid Icarus Uprising. Awesome. I hope you had fun. Okay, so I collected everything that was in that direction as far as I can tell. So let's try to get the stuff over here. Keeps lowering me down, which is a little annoying. Just trying to see what is available in this. Just trying to get a view of the room. That was a little closer than I'd like. Okay, so this is the top of that other area. See, I think I've gotten everything nearby. Really hard to tell. Okay, so... yeah, so I'm supposed to jump to here, fairly sure. Ah, shit, went too far. See, that's annoying. You have to climb all the way back up if you fuck it up. There's, like, no other way back up. You have to like, do the walk of shame. Like, why did they make you do the walk of shame? It's such a long walk if you fall. The execution of the story, yeah, and that's what we disagree on. Oh, 3DS favorite. Sounds like Sid in my YouTube chat really likes that game too. Oh, hey, my cord came in just now. Hold on, chat, hold on. My mic audio was still muted. My mic audio was still muted. I muted it when I think earlier, and then I forgot to turn it back on. I forgot to turn it back on. But yeah, basically, yeah, I mean, you don't like the movie for certain reasons. I like the movie, and I disagree with your reasons. We're unlikely to, you know, you're not going to be able to convince me. I'm unlikely to be able to convince you. And I'm just arguing with your reasons just for something to talk about. So if you no longer want to, like, you know, debate it, that's fine. But like, you know, anything you say in chat, I'm gonna comment on. That's basically it. Okay, I can actually replace the cord here and now. And I'm actually gonna save the game, maybe. And the problem is because we're in Hobbit, like, hang on. So we're going to save the game again. We're going to exit. We're going to replace the audio cord. So save. Well, then we're going to exit the game so that I can hear the static more clearly. So I'm going to swap computers. I'm going to jack up my audio so I can hear the static more clearly. I mean, look, it's the chat. Like, talk or don't talk or do whatever you want. So I'm going to replace the cord right now and see what difference it makes. It should make a bit of a difference. The last bits of static. Open the package. Very fancy looking cord. It actually is kind of fancy looking. And I think your assertion of it being a fancy cord was right, Drac. It is pretty fancy looking. Okay, now I just gotta get this package open. How the frick I get this open? Just rip it until it opens, I guess. Kinda working. I'm just gonna... Limited warranty, blah, blah, blah. Come on, get the package open. There we go. I can recycle it after the stream. Okay, take off this Velcro thingy. Ooh, it's been out in the cold. The ends of the cord are cold. Okay. Ooh, it's very thick. Very sturdy cord. Ugh. Almost tripped over that. Got so many frickin' cords everywhere. Okay, so if you guys can hear the static at all, I'm going to unplug this cord and you're gonna hear a difference. So yeah, I just unplugged the audio cord. So I don't know if you could hear the difference of when it's unplugged. So now, I'm gonna take the new cord, plug it in there, and then plug this cord in, and we're gonna see if there's an improvement to the tiny bit of static that's left. No, that doesn't improve it. Everything it still increases the static. Everything I researched suggested that having it wouldn't. So maybe there's just some static left in the audio. The only thing you hear is the fan. Okay, I'm gonna mute the microphone for just a second so you get less interference. So let me know if you hear any difference. I'm going to unplug and then replug. I'm going to fuck around with the audio cable for a little bit and let me know if you hear anything or any difference. So mic is getting muted for a minute. Okay, so when the static, okay, so sleeping avatar when AFK is both funny and cute. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta astral project. So when it's quiet, when you hear quiet, that's when the audio cable is unplugged. When you hear static, that's when the audio cable is plugged in. So I've actually discovered something. So there is a little bit of static when the audio cable is unplugged, and that's coming from the capture card itself. And the static does increase when I plug the audio cable in, but, if the other end of the audio cable is not plugged in to basically connected to the Windows XP computer, the static doesn't actually increase. So I think I might have been wrong. I mean, maybe it stopped some of the antenna effect, but I think there's actually some static. What is a bovine? It basically means cow. Something like a cow. So I think there is actually still some static coming directly from the Windows XP computer. And that static is not from ground loop feedback, so it's a different kind of static. So now I know that it's not a particular thing. I'm going to mute my mic again, and I am going to test out the two cords. I'm going to unplug the current audio cord, so it's going to be quiet. I'm going to plug one of the two cords in, and then I'm going to unplug it, so it's quiet again. Then I'm going to plug the other cord in. And I want you guys to tell me if either cord sounds loud, and if the static sounds worse on one cord, or if they sound exactly the same. I want you guys, it's like an anticipating test. Yeah, so I'm going to unplug what's currently plugged in. I'm going to plug in one cord, so there's static. Unplug it, try the other cord, so there's static. And you guys tell me if either static is louder or worse than the other, or if they sound basically the same. So I'm going to mute my mic and we're going to do the test. Test time! Okay, out of the two times you just heard static, was either static louder than the other, or were they almost the exact same? Or, like, did you notice any difference? Very similar, maybe second one was, that's what I'm afraid of, honestly. That's the weird part. Because the second one is the new chord. The second one is the new chord. So I'd expect, I wonder if because it's a higher quality chord, that's why it's louder, because it's carrying over better sound. But because the sound is coming from the Windows XP computer, it's carrying more of the unwanted sound as well. Because it's just carrying more of all sound. More accurate static, yeah. I'm gonna fuck with it for a second. Hang on. I'm gonna fuck around with it for a second, just so I can hear it. You felt like it was the same? Well, I'm gonna fuck around for a sec. I'm gonna do some experimentation. I need to like yank this all the way up for access. I'm fucking around. I'm fucking around and finding out, chat. That's literally science. Fucking around and finding out. Hang on, let me try the other cord one more time. Where the fuck it land? I dropped it. Where the frick? I lose everything. There it is. Okay, hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Yeah, chat, I definitely think the newer cord. I definitely think the newer cord translates more static sound. So that we have confirmed that when the cord is not plugged into the Windows XP PC, it doesn't act, so it's not an antenna effect. It is not the cord acting as an antenna. There's actually some sort of static remaining in the Windows XP audio. So there's a tiny bit of static coming from the Elgato capture card itself, which you guys don't seem to be able to hear, because when I unplugged the audio cable, you guys said you couldn't hear anything at all. So that tiny bit of static I can still hear coming from the capture card itself seems to be imperceptible to you guys, so I don't have to worry about that too much. But it does seem that the remaining audible static is coming from the Windows XP audio. So I'll have to research why that is and if that's fixable while it's analog. I mean, I guess I've heard that some Windows XP computers just do that. Like there's always going to be some static. Like that's just an old Windows thing. And that what you'd want to do is to jack up like jack down your computer audio and jack up the gain from what you're recording or something. But that would take a lot of fucking around. I'll have to research that afterwards. Thank you guys. I'm a bit disappointed. I guess the new cable is just too much better. The new cable is just too much better, so it's carrying both the unwanted sound and the wanted sound at a higher quality. That sinks. It's too good. It's a higher quality audio cable that's carrying all the sound, including the static. So the static is slightly better quality. The static is better quality because it's not because like the shielded cable is meant to fix an antenna effect, and we've just confirmed that it's not an antenna effect. Did you miss anything? Well, we just tested some cables. We just spent several minutes testing my new audio cable and determining I had a completely different issue than what I thought I had. See, this is what I've been doing for ages. Like, I test something out, and then it either partially works or it doesn't work, and I find out it's not. See, it's like I'm constantly realizing, wait, this isn't the issue I thought it was. No! No! Ah! But still, I'll have to at least we've narrowed it down. We know it's the audio that's coming from the Windows XP PC. It's not an amplification of the Elgato interference. It's something specifically coming from the Windows XP. So either something is contaminating the audio that is coming from the Windows XP that isn't a ground loop, because I already have the ground loop noise remover. So there's something additionally contaminating it. So I need to find out, or that's just the Windows XP computers just do that. So I have to research if there's a way to combat that, and then decide if there is a way to fix it. Is it worth my time to fix it? Because especially the static Avenger, since it's static, it doesn't change. So, because like, you know, especially when because I had to mute my mic for you to hear it better, because the background fan noise kind of drowns out the static a little bit, right? I had to mute my mic for you guys to really hear it. And those of you, only those of you on better headphones could really hear it. And especially when there's game audio. Like, you guys will have to tell me when I get back into the game, but I bet it's very difficult to hear. Wait, first I have to jack my volume back down, because I turned it up to 100 so I could hear it better. So back down to 50. See, like this, I can barely hear the static at all at 50. Come on, mouse, reconnect. You're ready to be blasted by Hobbit. No, I turned it down, it's fine. So I'll have to research if there's a way to fix it, and then, is the fix even worth it? Like, since it's such episode 1, Rise of the Ground Loop, I already defeated the ground loop. So this is a separate issue. So after I figure out what the problem is, I have to decide, is it worth it? Like, for example, is the fix to remove that little bit of static very expensive or particularly complicated? Because, you know, I just spent $15 on that cord. So, like, you know, how many times am I going to buy stuff that doesn't end up helping? And I realize it's a different issue. So how much more money do I want to sink into this? Like, that's got to be the two things I got to figure out. Like, what specifically is causing static to remain in the Windows XP audio that isn't a ground loop? And once I know that, the issue, is it fixable, and is that fix practical to apply by balancing cost versus cost and difficulty versus actual improvement? Oh, but I think I just got my headphones unplugged or something. Hang on. Hello? I lost all the audio just now on my end. Hang on. I just lost all my audio. My headphones fucked?
This is the tale of Bilbo Baggins. Hobbits
hang
with
on.
no idea of
You
the
can hear me in
adventures
Hobbit, but I
about
can't hear
before,
Hobbit. I can't hear Hobbit.
Or their consequences.
My precious.
Okay, that's not the issue. Why can't I hear it?
The way out!
Oh. Something why is my audio muted? I didn't press a button.
Burn the trees.
Okay, it's unmuted. Why can't I hear it anymore? It should be fixed now? Why no here? Hello? Maybe it's because... hang on. Settings, output, audio, or maybe just audio. The frick? It's not detecting my headphones anymore. Hang on. Is it because did I like stand on the audio cord or something? Like, what the frick? I'm being fucked with now. What's wrong with my audio? You can get it back in the thing. There. There, speakers. Settings. So yeah, they're on speakers, high definition audio device. Okay, it's playing in my, okay. Audio. I should be able to hear it. Let me change. Let me turn it off and on again. Hang on, audio. Turn it to that. Yeah, let me change it. Let me do that thing. Hang on. Audio. We're gonna change it to something random. Apply. Settings. Then we're gonna undo what we did, and that should fix it. I can't freaking hear it. Okay, maybe I have to turn it off and on again additionally. There we go. I had to turn it off and on again in the other place. So, oh, God damn it, why did it disconnect? No, I had it fine, and then my headphones came unplugged. This stupid 3.5mm port on my headphones cannot hold on to the audio cable at the slightest frickin' tug, I swear. But it's fine now. It's fine. So after I turned the one thing off and on again, I had to turn the other thing off and on again for it to work. Did the game auto close? Did the game auto close because I didn't touch it for a while? I'm having a day, chat. This is becoming a day. Games do that? I don't know. I'm just guessing. It just was off. I tapped back into the computer and it was gone. I don't know. Oh, no. Man, I was so excited. I really thought I was so close to permanently fixing the capture card audio. I really thought it was so close to being fixed, and it's not. So, where the fuck was I trying to go? Right, I literally have to do the walk of shame back, because I fell. Right, I had to do the walk of shame. Okay, this is the walk of shame. Do I want a smoothie? I think I could definitely use a smoothie. Oh, congrats that you got a new job and that you're enjoying it. That's awesome. I don't need to go up that high. What am I thinking? Maybe I do. Hang on. Ba-ba-doop-ba-doop-ba-doop. Move myself across. Boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop. Try not to fall this time. Try to be some semblance of competent. Oh, yes. If you compared to my previous streams, the removal of the ground loop makes a massive difference. I just really wish I could, like, get... But there's, still some improvement I could make. And the way my brain works, I really want to make it. Hang on, I'm going to save the... Wait, I have an idea. I'll save the game so if I fall again, I can just reload the save instead of doing the run back. I'm so smart, chat. I'm just so smart. I'm so smart. Big brain horse. Good for you, Snow Kitsune. Okay, I can't go that way yet, I'm assuming. Ah! So that I overjumped that. Aha! I saved! So I get to immediately do it again. Because I'm smart. So I guess don't use the staff for this. Just do a normal jump. Oh, it did. I think I just did that on instant. I pressed something I didn't need to press. Let me swap to the sword so I don't do that again. I really hate that one back, though. That's very annoying. There we go. Alright. Let's figure out what we're doing from here. So where is the... Okay, there's nothing very up high. There's a bunch of stuff there. There's a tunnel there. There's some stuff over there. It looks like we'd get to this area by going that way first. Oh, hang on. Hang on, I need to be able to look down. Okay, I can collect these. I can grab onto this. Then I can get to this chest. Chimkin and broccoli smoothie. What? I was hoping for more for like fruits. Hey, Green Mane. Sorry if I didn't reply to your message earlier. I might have been distracted. Very distracted horse today. Yay, monies! Okay, so back to where we were. Back to there. Slide down a bit. Onto that. I think I'm... okay. Is there any reason I'd want to use that cord? There's nothing really there. So I think I meant to jump just straight from here to there. Strawberry banana. That sounds nice. Yeah! Made it. Alright, let's see what's this way. Okay. So from here to there. And then I go right across. Can't see. Okay, I need to frickin' see. Okay, good. Fix the camera again. Okay, I can go over here. Nothing over there. So I got all the stuff that was there. So I can get this. I don't think there was anything down there. No, I didn't miss anything, I don't think. No, okay. There we go. Long passageway. Oh, I guess I have to go back. I slid all the way down, so now I have to go back up. Deep cellar. So Thorin's go. Oh, there's Thorin. And I don't want him to. I don't want to bother him quite yet. Full save. This will open the door here. Should probably talk to Thorn first. This is probably another way up. Oh, there's also a chest here. What does this do? Oh, I don't get to use the opening crystal there? Hey, Thorn, I'll talk to you in a second. So what is that? 4, 2, 1, 3. So 1 is 2. 3 is 1. I'm sure Thorn will tell me what the fuck this is.
That was most uncomfortable.
Upon my word. Gandalf
I'm thirsty. I'm gonna drink more water.
A fine burglar you are. I am at your service.
Now to open this cell.
Okay, hang on. What does it say? Use the deep cellar key to open Thorin's cell. Oh, it's the other keys that I have. Okay. Oh, wait. So is it the second key first? So is it the second key? Fourth key second? How am I supposed to parse this? Because there's 4 keys. Why is there, like, spooky battle music? I ain't fighting anything, am I? It's not a spider on the ceiling. What's with the sudden music change? Game seems very freaked out for some reason. It's like 3, 4, 2, 1 or 4, 2, 1, 3. Like, why isn't it in order then? I'm going to assume the order is key 2, key 4, key 1, key 3. But like, where would it go? Oh, hey, oh! Oh, there's dots on the thing. Okay, so 4 dots is key 3. Okay, I finally got it, chat. I figured it out. I'm only slightly dumb. I was missing part of the puzzle. 2 dots is key 4. There we go. 1 dot is key 2. And just to make sure, yeah, 3 dots is key 1. There we go! I'm amazing, Jen. Aren't I amazing?
The dwarves are waiting above. After you, King Thorin Oakenshield.
I do need to open the door. Wait, we're not leaving yet, are we?
Bruised and battered to pieces. Get moving, burglar. We continue to Lake Town.
Oh, that automatically wins? I didn't realize I completed the level. I thought I could still do stuff. Or maybe I can.
The dwarves are all packed and ready to go. Now, open the gate and escape.
Like, hang on, I wasn't done. Did I save? I did save down there. Hang on. Almost barrel of time, but hang on. I'm gonna do another big save unless just in case I fuck this up. Now, let me see this real quick. Cause it looks like I can interface with this over here. Oh, yeah, I want to see what this was. Sparrow Bite only stops for emergencies. Crying is not an emergency. Oh, I see. This is how I get.
Who's there?
Hang on, I ran into him. I didn't run into him any of the other times. And I went into him this time. All the other times, I did not even run into him.
Show you who's there.
Really have to thread the needle on him.
It must be the wind.
Definitely the wind.
Was that the wind?
Yeah, definitely. Okay, get to that other area, unlock the thing. I'm wondering how to unlock that thing for frickin' ages. Can't frickin' see.
What's that?
Nothing! So much for the superior senses of elves. I think after the 3rd time something fell off, they'd actually investigate. Save. So I have to get back outside. Probably a shortcut there from the other place, actually. Oh, fuck it. I can just go from here. It's not that hard.
The errand must involve treasure. He's storing Elgato.
He cannot escape the deep cellar below the stockade.
Make certain they are not intruded. Yes,
So obviously I'm not meant to go that way, although it looks a little funky. He's like phased into the bars. I can just walk through the doors, right? Oh no, you can't. So hang on. So I think the exit was actually back over here. Look, it's hard to have a sense of direction in this place, okay? It's very difficult. I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best, I promise.
Who's there?
No one, fuck off.
There's no one there.
Yep.
Was that the wind?
Yep.
Must be nothing.
Find that tunnel I used earlier.
Was that the wind?
Yes. Now go away.
Must be nothing.
Show yourself.
There's no one to show. There's no one to show yourself. There's no one. There we go. It's here. There we go. There we go. Now I can get the thingamajiggy. Might actually be faster. Oh, that's a little faster. Well, if the jumps don't, the jumps are kind of slower up here. All right. The place I want to go is just back here. Let me just refill that before I make a dash for it.
What was that?
Nothing. Go away. If you're not going to use your funky elfin senses, then what's the point of having them? I'm sure you didn't. Now go back to being a completely ineffective guard. How do I get over there again? Okay, I can go to here. Something I can do. There we go. Aha! Okay. Oh, does this not have the crystal? Where's the door that had the crystal? I might be stupid, Jet. Okay, is this not... Where's the door that had the crystal? Oh, is it on the other side? Is it... Give me a second to figure out if I'm stupid, chat. Maybe it's on the other side. Back where I was. Oh, that hurt. Oh, hang on. I just saved. I can load. Get all that health back and get half the way back.
What was that?
Nothing.
Who's there?
No one.
There's
Your mum.
something strange here.
Your mum.
It must be the wind.
Must have been.
There's nothing out there.
Except your mum. I'm taking a good frickin' look around and try to figure out where this is. It's not... That's where... That there I thought is where I came from. Where is, like, the cave with the thing that needs the thing? I might be stupid, chat. Like, where the frick is it? Ah! Loud-ass frogs! Oof. I forgot that those break. The frogs are here! Shit, where the frick was that? Is it that thing over there? Maybe it's that thing up there.
There's something.
Who's there?
It's gotta be that thing up top there. It's gotta be.
What was that?
Nothing.
There's nothing out there.
It must be the wind.
The wind your mom farted.
Sure I heard something.
I mean, that I'm pretty sure the elves just kill the spiders if they cause issues. I feel like the elves are more than capable of just murdering the spiders if they have to. The horse has no idea where she's going. The horse has absolutely no clue where she's going. The horse might be lost. The horse is definitely lost. But she's gonna figure it out. I hope. Get me up so I can see. Yeah, okay, it's the one over there. It's the one over there, chat. I found it, I found it, I found it. It's right over there. I found it, I found it. I wonder if the sounds in the game are actually slightly muted? I wonder if the in-game sounds are actually... Oh, no. Well, I just swear the frog sounds used to be, like, way louder in my ears. But I don't know, because, like, that's what I'm concerned about, the ground loop noise isolator. I mean, I just don't want it... The sounds don't sound of lower quality. I mean, maybe I touched the volume slider earlier, but... I know, I'm so paranoid about the damn sound chat. Had so many issues with it over the years. Master Throne, you have learned a new rock throwing technique. Your Throne's attacks now do more damage than before. Oh, the rocks are the best part. The rocks are the best part. Like, the rocks are extremely important. So that was totally worth the backtracking to get.
Must involve treasure.
I'll have to come.
Storing well guarded.
He cannot escape the deep cellar below the stockade.
Make certain they are not ill-treated.
Yes, my liege.
That looks a little glitchy. There we go. Supposed to have an orb on it whether I'm using it or not. Now I'm paranoid that it's quieter now. Locks are rich average now, but what about stones? I'm sure it's all under the same umbrella. It sounds exactly the same. I mean, if the sound itself is quieter, I can just turn up the computer noise, I guess, because the sound quality sounds the same. Yeah, I noticed no difference in the sound quality. It's just maybe loudness. And I might have just touched the volume slider on the computer slightly. Let's get back to where we were. Because we gotta get Thorin out. I don't know, I'm fucking paranoid. I'm a paranoid perfectionist.
Perhaps it was just the wind.
Was that the wind?
So he's back down here.
Must be.
Of how these idiots can't even see me. I just have to thread the needle between them.
Show yourself.
Can't quite thread the needle. I feel like they're in different spots than before.
Must be the wind.
Wait, how did they see me? How did they see me? How the frick did they see me? I wasn't in anyone's view. I was so far away. You're not playing by the same rules, game. You're playing by different rules. Out of my way, fuckers.
What's that?
Was that the wind?
Every time they say that, I'm so tempted to just make fart jokes.
Who's that? Show yourself.
Yeah, that worked! I juked him, it worked!
It must be the wind.
There we go. Oh, I have to open this chest again. I totally forgot about it. There we go. There we go. Now we talk to Thorin.
That was
Okay, yep. Okay, so it's... Okay, so 4 is 3. We just do it all over again. 4 is 3. Can I see it from here? 2 is 4. 2 is 4. 1 is 2. And 3 is 1. Skip. I've seen this already.
I suspect I'll be bruised and battered to pieces. Get
Skip.
The dwarves are all packed and ready to go. Now, open the gate and escape.
I'm pretty sure there was a ladder that opened up. I just wanted to go look at it. I'm sure that ladder over there opened up. So I want to go take a peek-see at that if I can. Just want to make sure there's no gems on it, okay? See, I missed out on a few courage points because I didn't pick up some of the ones from the guys that got like hit. I did basically everything else in the level though. I just missed a few singular points from those guys that other guy killed and they despawned. I just want to see if there's just like 2 or 3 hiding there, you know?
Show yourself.
Oh no, that's still locked for me. Alright. I don't have 2,000 courage, but you think I'm probably good. Yeah, I know, especially since I missed a bunch in other levels. But you can't blame a mayor. You can't blame a mayor for, like, being a completionist. Now, it looks like I could talk to all the dwarves.
This is no fun, Baggins.
I'm sure.
This smell is starting to get to me.
It's just wine. I love that I can talk to all of them.
Oh, I feel like a pickled fish.
Got a texture bug there.
A king in a barrel? Ah.
Oh, your standards a little bit.
Well. The barrel is quite comfortable after all.
Thank you, finally, someone who's reasonable.
Hey, Bilbo! Any snacks for our long voyage, huh? Too much dwarf and not enough barrel.
Bomber's fine. And he's like the biggest guy.
Dwarves in barrels. Ridiculous.
Hey, blame Token, not me. I didn't write it.
Keep up the good work.
See, Balin is very supportive. Why can't you guys be supportive like him? Alright, I'll pull the thingamajig and we can finally move on in levels. There we go.
A king in a barrel?
You said that earlier.
The lid's on tight.
Horse, yes. Hello, Phosphorus. How is me? Trying to combat the last bit of static, but much better because the ground loop feedback is gone.
Dwarves were not meant for this sort of travel. I can hardly breathe in here.
Wait for me!
Or maybe sick and tired barrel. At least it smells like wine and cranberries. Exactly, exactly. They complain too much. We should be glad to even get out of here. Oh, did I, like, knock myself out? Did I, like, knock myself... Bill, but how did you manage to do that? Please tell me this is a cutscene and not something I have to control.
Begins!
Yeah, look at that. I got, like, all the coins, all the chests. I just missed a few courage points from some enemies. So I've gotten as many of those as I really can. So, okay. Honestly? Because I have a ton of these and I pick them up in levels. I pick up blocks in levels. I'm just gonna get another health bubble, honestly. Like, frick it, I have the money. Hi, Limestar. Doors prefer ale over wines, I think. I mean, they could still appreciate the smell a little more. Yeah, I'm just gonna get another health bubble, frick it. I mean, like, I could get a couple more of these. 9 is already a lot, though. I mean, how close is 100 gonna go into another 2,000? It's only like 80. These are pretty cheap. I'm gonna hold off. I have a fair few of that.
The barrels floated down Long Lake and carried Bilbo and the dwarves to the safety of Lake Town. In the shadow of the dragon's lair, Thorin declared himself king under the mountain. The people of Lake Town held a great feast for the dwarves.
Yay, safety!
Their old
Also, I'm gonna drink a little more water.
said gold would flow from Lonely Mountain when the king returned. And while the dwarves feasted, Bilbo had the run of the town.
Gonna blow my nose again.
Welcome to Lake Town. After the feast, we'll be ready to head up to the Lonely Mountain. Go find the master of Lake Town and send him thanks for his hospitality.
Why can't you find
We'll
him?
be by the Great Hall.
Oh, whatever. Find and talk to the master of Lake Town.
You should speak with the master of
Hang on,
Lake
let me
Town.
mute my mic.
His hospitality is exceptional.
My dad came up to tell me when we're having lunch and what we're having for lunch. And he saw I was playing this game and he's like, I love that game. Because this is his game. This is his CD I'm playing. Did you mention how good the music in this game is? Maybe? I don't recall. There's a door here. Can't use it. Various doors. Can I use any of... Oh, is this like a hotel? Oh, we're being, like, put up with room and board? Must be. Oh, there's just a thing of fish outside someone's door. You got any dialogue?
These people treat us like kings. It feels good to be a legend.
Now, a question. I don't think they depicted the dwarves correctly in this game, because my first complaint, which I've talked about before, is Thorin looks way too old. Like, Thorin canonically, like, dwarves live significantly longer. Like, not as long as elves, but they live longer than like dwarves and like, Hobbit. And dwarves live a lot longer than, like, humans and hobbits. So, canonically, Thorin should have looked a lot younger than that. And secondly, this is Gloin. This is Gimli's father. Gimli is a redhead. I'm pretty sure his dad is supposed to, he's 195. Yeah, and 195 is not gray hair age for a dwarf, I'm pretty sure. I don't, that's not gray hair age. Dwarves only become adults at age 100 or age 80 or something. So I don't think he's that old. So he would not, even at that age, I don't think he'd be like gray hair age. But also, like, Gloin, I'm pretty sure is supposed to be a redhead, because he's literally Gimli's father, and Gimli's a redhead. I think canonically he's supposed to be a redhead, too. So they are not depicting the dwarves correctly. They're just slapping on any old facial features and hair colors they want. It just bothers me a little bit, okay? Those are huge-ass dragonflies. You got anything to say?
You must be the expert treasure hunter who travels with the dwarves.
I mean, I sure did
You
find a lot of
certainly are
gems.
Glorious-looking creature.
Well, I could say the same of you. Pleased to meet you.
Okay, let's do a full save. Explore a little further. The cider house. Where did they say the dude was? He say he was at the town hall. Can I go into the cider room? Ah, okay. Hello.
The rivers will run gold, they say. Gold! And all because of us.
The fact there was more detailed face than the other characters. He does have so many more polygons.
Welcome to Lake Town, Bilbo.
This is so charming. This is so nice.
Back after so long.
Like it's a little bit simple and sparse, but it's very warm and cozy. Like the bright lighting. I guess the flickering is, I don't know, is it flickering on purpose because it's like firelight, or is that a bug? Hello, sir.
Welcome to my cider house. Best cider in town, so I say anyway.
That's nice music. It sounds like something I'd hear on an Irish Rovers CD. What? I can't go. Okay, I can go upstairs. The stairs were just buggy. You can't. It's just the stairs were just buggy. I mean, sure, yeah, the running gold is in the book. The game, I thought we had a whole discussion before about how the game isn't accurate to the book, because it adds a bunch of stuff. That's a cider house. Okay, can't go in that door. Can I talk to you?
Bard is of the line of Girion. His fathers were kings of Dale until the town was destroyed by the dragon Smaug.
Okay, that's something I can jump around.
Only tragedy will come to those who wake the dragon.
I feel like that applies to any dragon, but so many people.
Blackwood was once beautiful. They called it Greenwood the Great.
I mean, I knew
but
that.
How some creatures have fled its ruin, all except the wood elves.
Yeah, because the necromancer's corrupting it and shit, or something like that. It takes some elements from the book and applies its own. I mean, yeah, I mean, it takes the book. Ooh, there's a big old snake on this door. That's funky. It uses the book and it slaps extra stuff on to fit its video game needs. Funny, I can't interact with it. Can't interact with these people. Can't interact with that door. It looks like I can go in this direction, but I don't know for what reason I'd want to. me remember this is here and check out the rest of the area. Oh, I could just go here.
The elves of Mirkwood distrust strangers, though they've traded with the men of Long Lake for as long as anyone here can remember.
Swap which leg I got upwards. There we go. Ah. This area is huge. I'm not even sure I'm supposed to be here. I am kind of, I mean, obviously they let you go here, but like... Renar's warehouse. Who the frick is Renar? Okay, so I can't interact with it for some reason. I guess I can, maybe I can go in there later. I can go over here. Okay, a quick save. And I can collect these. Interesting! There's stuff down there. There's a rope here. Do these ropes break? I think they're just swinging rope, not breaking rope. This place is so funky. Just want to make sure, is there like anything down there? Second, I thought I saw. So no, nothing. What's the purpose of being able to get up here? How does that help me? I don't think I can climb those. So I can get over here, but I'm not sure there's a point to getting over here. Unless it's just so you can get an overview of what's there. Can I cut them? I'm not gonna go back and try, but I doubt it. Oh, shit. I thought that there would be ground below me, damn you! Probably have to collect all that stuff I just got again. Well, there wasn't that much up there. There was like 1 or 2 things and that's it. So I know I don't have to, like, go around the side again because there was nothing there. I can just get these and go back. There we go. What's around the dock? We'll go back for that other stuff in a minute. Can't use that door. I can jump up on these, but I don't see any sort of benefit to doing that. There's a frickin' wheel here. Ooh, look at that boat making station. They really fleshed this place out. This feels like a Wizard 101 house, you know what I mean? With all, like, the random stuff thrown everywhere. It feels like decorating a Wizard 101 house, because the decorations are so simple.
I've wanted to visit the Lonely Mountain all my life. I can't believe I'm finally about to see it.
We can... I mean, we can see it from here. You should, like, more specify that and... whatever. Alright. Maybe I should have saved again. Actually, is there another save point up ahead? There was one over here, and then I wouldn't have to, like, collect all that stuff again. I'm just afraid of falling. There's just more area than I thought there'd be. Let me go back and get that other stuff before I come over here to do this. I'm gonna save and get that other stuff before I come back this way. There's just so much. Such a surprising amount of stuff. Yeah, we're gonna go back and quick save again. Then, there's a bunch of stuff there. I wonder, are you meant to jump down to those boats? It's plausible. Let me see what we're dealing with. East Warehouse. So I can get to here. Oh, that was closer than I'd like. Yeah, I can do that pretty successfully. Oof. Some of these are quite the jumps. Oh, this is a breakable box, I remember. I don't trust that rope. That looks like a rope that would break. Okay, there is a save here. I'll probably be able to get back afterwards. I just want to save in case it is a rope that breaks, because I can climb up and get that afterwards. Hydrate? I'll hydrate. Oh, this probably raises the bridge, right? I don't really see what the point of that is. Like, maybe that's for later. I don't know, but... Just because there's no way that would be for just flavor, you know? Okay, but yeah, hydrate! Sus rope varies thus. I just don't trust him, man. It could betray me right into the water. Let me go back and get that gem. See if I can climb up, or if it's gonna break on me. Okay, I'm here. Is there any other reason to be here? I do not believe so. So it's just go around again. Quick save again. So we've gotten all the stuff over here, and now we can continue where we were wandering. Gonna Lighthouse Lake Town so far? It's quaint, it's cute. Like, if you got this game in 2003, I could totally imagine you really getting into it, you know? Okay, now we've saved everything. So now I want to get these. Is that rope gonna come back? Okay, it does. Good. I knew I couldn't trust the black ropes. Okay, so black rope's bad. Ah, shit. No, I jumped! I totally should have made that. What the fuck? I totally should have made it. Oh, yeah, I found the way. I found the way. I pressed all the right buttons. I totally should have made that last jump. Boo! Boo! It's okay. We'll try again. I ain't leaving without those gemstones. Need all the health I can get. If a lake town is warmer and more welcoming in this game, then... I mean to think you're not supposed to stand out for it. You're supposed to dislike him, I'm pretty sure. What the fuck? Oh, it's because the thing fell. I think because the thing falls, it throws off my jump. So I think the good idea would be to jump back to the other rope and then just jump directly from the rope to there. But yes, this does feel very warm. It has a nice vibe to it. Try not to fuck it up this time, ain't my fault, the game's cheating. Game is being a bitch, kinda rude to me. Come on, game, stop being rude, you're kinda mean. There we go. I think I can make the jump from here, from the very top. Yeah, there we go. Let me go save, just so I never have to do that again. Let me run all the way back and save, so I never have to do that again. Can't be too careful. Especially when you're a mildly dumbass horse. You never know what kind of dumbassery you could accidentally do. You never know. Accidental dumbassery is very dangerous. Best to guard against it. I can finally explore whatever is next. Did I talk to you?
Sure is nice of the master to take such good
Do I
care
plan
of
on
us.
making merch?
You should thank
I
him if you
mean,
get
I
the
would
job.
certainly consider it on my content creator bucket list to make some sort of merch, but I don't think I'm anywhere near popular enough to like take on a cost like that.
Balin and Thorin are the only ones who have ever been inside Lonely Mountain. I'm very eager to see our new home.
Find more house. Oh, okay, not in there. Looks like I can climb on these. I don't think I meant to get up that though. Like, I can't get in this door. Ooh, is something going on here? Oh, I got a key. Oh, a skeleton key. Okay, right, that gets me past, like, chests. I'm not sure that's how we're supposed to get it, but I got it, so whatever. Okay, nothing else seemingly up here. I guess it was just that one gem. I look here. $20 quests. Yeah, so there's more that I'm gonna have to do after I talk to the dude. Definitely gonna have to come back around here. Probably all the areas I have to, like, collect supplies or something. Okay, it pops me back out here. There's like 2 different saves here.
I won't let the children out past nightfall. Strange things prowl the streets at night.
That sounds like a problem, and also not canonical to the books. Why? What? It is night? What do you mean? What's prowling? If someone made a size joke I did not notice or get it.
Good evening.
And to you. You're a lovely vision this night.
Ooh, they're flirting.
Thank you, kind sir.
At first I thought they were greeting me, but no, they weren't. The Great Hall, so that's where you're supposed to be going.
think I've ever seen a creature quite like you. What exactly are you? You're not a dwarf.
I'm a hobbit.
A hobbit, eh? Well, now I've seen everything.
Try seeing yourself in a mirror, man. I got more polygons than you. Beat you in a beauty contest any day of the week. And then this is where I, like, ran off to when I was exploring. Okay, so we're gonna save. It's just like... Okay, there's like 3 different save points in this area. It's weird.
We spend our nights guarding this town from goblins, while the criminals are allowed to run free.
This is Bard, the captain of the town guard.
Well, obviously that's why he has more polygons.
We have a task for you.
I hear they call you an expert treasure hunter. We need someone who can move unseen. The local wine merchants are in an uproar. Their wine barrels are being stolen at night. We want you to watch the wine stores. If you see anyone suspicious, follow him. But don't let him see you. If you learn anything, come to me.
This is very important, Mr. Baggins. Your assistance in this matter is vital.
Will you help?
I am grateful for the hospitality you showed us after such an uncomfortable barrel ride. I would be glad to help.
Please accept this as a token of our gratitude.
Ooh. Okay, so I can't get in the door, I bet, until I help them.
Watch the wine stores. If you see anyone suspicious, follow him. But don't let him see
So
you.
just put on the
Come
ring
to me
and
if you
keep
listen.
on the ring. So just basically ring the whole time. Just adjusting the slipper on my foot. What does this guy have to say?
Move along, citizen.
Well, I mean, technically I'm not a oh, whatever. Alright, quick save. I think it might be faster to go the other way, honestly. Oh, wait, there's stuff here. Yeah, it's telling me to go that way, because it put new gems there. To signify, hey, you should actually be going that way. Oh, wait, a lot of the people on the street have disappeared. After I accepted that quest, a lot of the people have disappeared. Oh, shit. The NPCs disappeared. That's a little bit spooky. I want to get these gems first, though. Fuck these jumps, man. It's crime time. The townsfolk are hiding. Maybe they're doing the crimes. Let's try that again. It's freaking hard to measure these jumps. Maybe better off. Oh, come on. You can't judge this shit. Can you just skip the death animation? Maybe I can just get there from here. Almost. Hang on. This might actually be the faster way. I almost made it. I think it might. Maybe they made it just too far away. Can you blame a gal for trying? All these jumps are BS. Ah, I was on it and then I fell. The wine thief stole the townsfolk. How you doing, Sarian? And I can totally make that jump. I just gotta not fall afterwards. It's really hard to aim, I'll have you know, okay? Nope, the thing hit me. I'll try the way you're supposed to do it again. They packed them in wine barrels. Who would have given them such a crazy idea? You think Bard is supposed to give off Obi-Wan vibes? Okay, that was close. These are some really annoying jumps. I think I'm supposed to get here from here. There we go. This is a little bit touch and go. Oh, come on. Okay, I think I needed to do a big jump for that one. I needed to do a big jump for that last one. But then how do I get back up? Hang on a second. You can jump to that boat, but This doesn't look like anything here lets you climb back up. So I guess I just have to go back the way I came? Because why is that random boat there, then? I have to assume you just meant to jump back the way you came. Assuming you can, I guess you can climb that way. So the last one, I guess, is a big jump. Oh, come on! Seriously, like, aiming, you've put it in such a bad spot. It's so hard to, like, aim that visually. Oh, so you have, like, 3 different save points in this area, and none of them are next to the spot you can die at easily. Like, great. Thanks. Oh, come on! He walked off the edge instead of jumping! Motherfucker walked off the edge instead of jumping. I'm doing the best I can! I'm doing the best I can, chat! War! Okay. Got it. Okay. Got it. I don't see any benefit to going on that boat. It doesn't seem to be... So I guess we just go back the way we came. Pray a little bit. If you fuck it up, you have to go, like, all the way back. Ugh. Okay, going back is easier than going there. Yay! I succeed at video game! Which way is the way it wants? It wants me to go that way, so I think it's best to save at the one over there. I play video game! Okay. Quick set, video gaming! I still wonder why there's serpents on the doors. Maybe that's where the thieves are. And then the gems pop into existence. You know, Billy, you do have a magic ring. You could just put it on.
That must be the thief. If I don't keep quiet, he'll see me.
And just use the freaking ring.
What is that?
What distance meter? Keeping an eye on the distance? Is that supposed to be the thing above his head? Why is bro not going anywhere? Don't you have somewhere to be, bro? Are you fucking bugged out? We have to get, like, over here? We may have to be far away from him? Is he bugged?
Faster, Bilbo. Don't lose him.
really horrid place for him to stop walking. No, I'm losing track of him.
Something there.
No. Nothing's there. Don't worry about it.
What is that?
Nothing! Dude, you can't even see me. Trust me. Just get on with what you're doing, dude. Oh, is he bugged again?
Something there.
No. I think he's bugged. Not quite, but kind of bugged, or like, he just keeps seeing me when he shouldn't be.
What is that?
Dude, there's nothing. Just continue on your path. Everyone complains about yellow lines guiding gamers. Back in your day, you had gems and coins popping out of existence.
Something there. What is that?
Yeah, it's like he's freaking out and detecting me when he shouldn't be.
Something there.
Yeah, he's like constantly detecting me. Let me back up a bit. There we go. I'm so sneaky. Oh yeah, the fog hears are not yelling in my ears, which is good. Spying mission. Sneaky peeky spying.
What is that?
Nothing. Keep moving. You have returned, yes.
Something there.
I think I'm just too close to him. Maybe back up a bit. Get walking, bro. Made yourself lunch. Yay! My mom's making lunch right now. Hide behind something. Okay, he doesn't see us. Yeah, I did it!
I'd better tell Bard.
Oh, he brought me all the way back here.
That sounds like Bortan. I'll have to talk with him about these missing wine barrels. Mr. Baggins, you've
Oh,
done
that's it? I don't even get to catch him?
In appreciation, I'm making you an honorary member of the town guard.
Oh, damn, really? Holy shit.
A shipment of crates has just arrived. The master believes they contain something the thieves desire. See what's inside them. Please, accept this. Lake Town is grateful for your service.
Bunch of... My ring was still on. Hey, some of the NPCs are back. Yeah, the NPCs are back. They were so scared of the thieves, they just ran and hid. Spying complete. You are officially a town guard. Yay! Let's go back over here. You want me to check out the barrels, the thingies. Inspect the east warehouse. But hey, kids want a tinge for some reason, you're gonna get ice cream in winter? Maybe it's warmer where you're living. Alright, we did just hit the 3-hour mark, and my dad just gave me a signal that suggests lunch is ready and I should wrap it up. Big stretch. Oh, ooh, that's a nice stretch. I really need it. That's quite a stretchy. So I think I just saved, so we're gonna wrap it up. So yeah, unfortunately, it wasn't an increased antenna effect causing the additional static. It's something about the Windows XP audio. Oh well. Oh well, it's still better because we've taken out at least the ground loop feedback. You know what? I can be happy with that progress. I'll do the little bit of research and then decide if I want to further work on it. Yeah, we did get pretty far. I mean, I spent a lot of time yapping. We probably could have gotten farther if not, but it's fine. Alright, let's figure out who we're raiding into it. I am hungry and it is lunchy time. Progress was made. Progress has been made. Notable progress. Okay, raid channel. This button. Ooh, it's snowing, and again the flakes are bigger. Ooh, Ninny's live. Haven't raided Ninny in a bit when the tail is high or something. They're playing Hightail. Alright, let's go say hi to Ninny. Alright, Twitch people, we're gonna raid. Everyone else, have a nice day. Thanks for coming, everyone. I hope you all had as much fun as I did. Didn't even notice the ground is white here now. It is. I'm glad you did enjoy the SpongeBob discussion. I was partially worried that that was that made. I'm glad you found that entertaining. I was like half worried, like, do people want to hear me talk about SpongeBob? And I'm glad you found it interesting. Well, I hope you all had as much fun as I did. And I'll see everyone whenever you can join me next. Bye, guys!